Dreams are a wonderful world where reality mixes with symbols, creating bizarre and sometimes shocking images. Many people wake up feeling confused after having particularly strange dreams, and one of them is a dream about feces. At first glance, such a sight may seem unpleasant, disgusting, or even alarming. However, in a symbolic sense, excrement in a dream can carry a deep meaning associated with inner experiences, subconscious processes, and even life changes. To understand why such images appear in our dreams, it is worth considering several aspects: psychological, energetic, and even cultural. From the point of view of psychology, dreams about excrement can be considered as a symbol of liberation from unnecessary things. The human brain processes a huge amount of information every day when faced with experiences, stresses, and anxieties. If a person is experiencing intense emotional pressure, internal conflict, or the need to make an important choice, the subconscious mind can express this through images associated with purification. Throwing away unnecessary things, getting rid of emotional burden. This is how dreams in which feces are present can be interpreted. Often such visions appear at moments when a person is going through difficult life changes, trying to leave behind old resentments, bad habits, or relationships that no longer satisfy him. In this sense, such dreams can even be useful, as they signal readiness for renewal. Another important aspect is cultural and social attitudes. In most societies, the topic of excrement is considered taboo. We try not to discuss such things, and we feel ashamed when we encounter similar situations in real life. However, it is precisely what is suppressed in everyday life that often manifests itself in dreams. Remember how often you dream of situations involving awkward moments, fear of being ridiculed or exposed. Dreams about feces may be a reflection of these subconscious fears associated with feelings of shame, insecurity, or fear of losing control of the situation. If such a dream causes strong emotions in a person, be it disgust, embarrassment, or even fear, this may indicate the presence of internal blocks, complexes, or experiences that prevent him from feeling free and confident in real life. Interestingly, in esoteric and folk traditions, such dreams often have a positive meaning. Many ancient beliefs associate excrement with wealth, material well-being, and good luck. This paradox is explained by the fact that in ancient cultures, manure was considered a symbol of fertility, wealth, and a successful harvest. Thus, dreams in which feces are present can be interpreted not as something unpleasant, but as a sign of impending abundance. However, the details of the dream are important here. If a person sees himself soiled in excrement and feels uncomfortable, this may indicate fear of money, guilt over financial success, or lack of confidence in his abilities. If the dreamer perceives what he sees calmly or even rejoices, this may be a harbinger of good opportunities, large incomes, or financial luck. The energetic nature of such dreams also deserves attention. From the point of view of esotericism, dreams are not only a reflection of our subconscious mind, but also channels of communication with the subtle energies that surround us. Images of dirt, waste, and everything that is considered unacceptable in the real world can symbolize the process of energy purification in a dream. A person who dreams of feces may go through an inner rebirth, liberation from accumulated negativity, emotional burden, or even karmic debts. If there really is a period of serious change in the dreamer's life, whether it's a job change, breaking up a toxic relationship, moving, or rethinking values, such a dream can be a kind of signal that the old is leaving, making room for the new. Dreams about excrement often evoke a strong emotional response, and this factor also plays an important role in interpretation. If a person wakes up feeling disgusted, it may indicate that there is something in his life that he rejects, does not accept, or wants to avoid. Perhaps it concerns work, relationships, or internal attitudes that are no longer useful. If the emotions were neutral or positive, it may mean that the person has already accepted the inevitable changes and is ready to move on. Sometimes such dreams indicate the need to reconsider your attitude towards money, material goods, or personal value. Thus, dreams about feces can have many meanings, and their interpretation depends on many factors: a person's psychological state, emotions, life situation, and even cultural beliefs. They can symbolize getting rid of the old, fear of condemnation, the process of inner cleansing, or even portend unexpected financial success. The main thing is not to take such images literally, but to try to understand exactly what the subconscious wants to say. In this case, even the strangest dream can be a useful clue on the way to self-knowledge and harmony. Dreams about feces have been perceived in different ways over the centuries. In some cultures, they were considered a bad omen. In others, a symbol of wealth and luck. Interestingly, in many folk signs, excrement is associated with material well-being. It is believed that the more they are in a dream, the more money awaits a person in reality. Perhaps this is due to the fact that in ancient times, manure was an important resource that ensures the fertility of the land and a good harvest, which means well-being. In addition, the connection between dirt and wealth can be traced in ancient expressions. For example, the phrase dirty money often implies large, but not always honest incomes. In the Russian tradition, it was believed that if a person dreamed of getting dirty in excrement, it was for money. Chinese culture also has similar beliefs. Feces in a dream is interpreted as a symbol of future abundance. However, in the Western tradition, such dreams are more often viewed from the point of view of psychological analysis, rather than as a prediction of financial success. It is important to consider the details of the dream, as its meaning can vary greatly depending on the context. For example, if a person sees excrement on the floor, it may mean an unexpected profit or a chance that will appear literally under their feet. However, if the feces end up on the hands, the interpretation depends on the emotions of the dreamer. If he feels disgusted, it may indicate unpleasant things related to money, perhaps dishonest or bringing feelings of guilt. If a person does not experience discomfort, such a dream may mean that the money will come easily, without much effort. Another common plot is excrement in the water. Such a dream can symbolize the cleansing of old problems or the instability of the financial situation, especially if the water is cloudy. If the water is clean, it may indicate a successful change. The emotions that a person experiences in a dream also play a key role in interpretation. If a dreamer experiences joy, it means that positive transformations are taking place in his life. He is ready to accept new opportunities and is not afraid of changes. A neutral reaction indicates that a person perceives events calmly, without dramatizing what is happening. If sleep causes disgust or anxiety, it may indicate an internal conflict related to finances, feelings of shame, or fear of material issues. It is also important to pay attention to who the feces belong to in the dream. If they were left by the dreamer himself, it may mean that he himself is the source of future prosperity, perhaps due to his efforts, talents, or decisions. If they belong to someone else, it may mean that the money will come from an unexpected source, through inheritance, a gift, or winnings. Many people are disturbed by such dreams because they seem unpleasant to them, but you should not be afraid of them. It is important to understand that dreams are the work of the subconscious mind, and they often show things that we are not aware of in everyday life. If the dream has caused anxiety, you can try to analyze your financial situation, your relationship with money, or your inner fears related to the material sphere. If the dream was neutral or joyful, you can perceive it as a sign of upcoming positive changes. In some cases, such dreams may portend unexpected financial income, a promotion at work, or the successful completion of cases. You can use such dreams for good if you pay attention to their details and emotions. For example, if a dreamer gets dirty in a dream, but then manages to clean up, this may be a signal that in real life he should get rid of unnecessary expenses, old beliefs about money, or even toxic relationships. If the dream repeats itself, it's worth thinking about what the subconscious mind wants to convey. Perhaps this is a call to reconsider your financial habits, or a hint of an opportunity that a person has not noticed yet. In some cases, recurring dreams about feces may indicate accumulated stress or the need to get rid of an emotional burden. Thus, dreams about feces, no matter how strange they may seem, can carry important clues. They can portend financial success, indicate the need for internal changes, or reflect a person's attitude to money and the material world. Do not ignore such symbols, because dreams are the language of the subconscious mind, which can help you better understand yourself and your life. If such dreams repeat themselves or cause strong emotions, you can try to keep a dream diary, analyze your feelings, and even use the insights you gain to make decisions. In the end, even the most unexpected and unusual dream can be the key to understanding the future and personal growth. Have you ever dreamed of something like this? Maybe you have some kind of story related to a prophetic dream? Do you believe in prophetic dreams? Write in the comments. If you like this video, please like it and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. See you soon.